The entire team at Emsolation want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people. We want to recognise that we are recording and telling our stories on the stolen land of our country's first storytellers. We wish to pay our respects to all Wurundjeri elders and ancestors, and to extend that respect to any First Nations peoples who listen to Emsolation. We recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' continued connection to the land and waters of this country, and acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be. Well, hello there and welcome to the final edition of Emsolation for 2022. We did it, guys. We did it. We did it. Woo! Didn't we do it in style? I have to say, today we'll be reflecting on the live show extravaganza that took place at the National Theatre last week. I had the best time. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed it. I'm about to, but you get the idea. It was the culmination of everything. And as the final number finished, like a prayer, I looked around on stage and I saw my best friend, my dad, my daughters, all the people I love that I work with, a giant self-inflating 8-meter penis, 2 drag queens. And I'm like, this is heaven. I've died and gone to heaven. It was so wonderful. And if you were there, you know. And if you weren't there, well, you're about to be. That's right. In this episode, you'll be hearing our live podcast chat. But first up, we want to take you through the Q&A. Now, this is a very salubrious group that you're about to join. The VIPs and the hectic Emsolators, they sold us out first. These are the hardcores. We did a chat pre-show, and we've selected some of the highlights, aka the stuff that we could put in here without Michael and I getting in a bit of trouble. Yeah, so I just want to let you know that some names, Ben wrote this, some names have been removed to protect the innocent and the hugely hung. Oh my God. You'll understand why in a moment. So enjoy. Are we ready for this last episode of Emsolation? Thank you for being here this year. I love you all. I'm really delirious now because I just had so much to do today. We're going in and I want Zeke to play the live version. Are you ready? I'm going to throw to the live version. Here we go. Of our theme song. Zeke, play the live version of the music. Oh, actually, before you play the music, I just want to let you know, I want to warn you that you're getting live performance M. She's very sweary. She's quite shouty. I just want you to remember there's a gear shift. It's not podcast M. You're about to get on stage, tequila fueled. It's been a while since she's done it, M. So definitely do not have little ears around you unless you want them to extend their vocabulary. Just a warning. But please just listen with your live M ears, because it's going to be like, oh my God, Em, stop yelling. I can't. All right? I literally can't. Okay, here we go. Play the live version of the theme song music. Oh, well, hello, VIPs! Oh, look at you all stunning humans. Michael's just having some pizza.
Sorry, everyone.
Can we take a moment to appreciate the hair, please?
Commitment.
I think he looks like Sting, which is Sting circa now. I don't know if that's what you were going for. I
No,
think
well,
you look
circa
like
now.
I think
Is that
are you
right?
on?
Am I on?
Nah. Can we,
Am I on?
Zeki boy? Can you turn Michael's mic on, please?
I am.
It's on. Oh, okay. You go and eat your pizza. I don't need you. Go.
I don't want to be Sting. I want to be Madonna from Like a Virgin to True Blue. That's my aspiration.
I just want to sing every step I take. Every time I look at you, I'm sorry. You look like 60-year-old Sting. But 60-year-old Sting looks like 30-year-old Michael. I mean, I think
It's not getting any better.
Wait, there's no saving. Wait, let me just... Hang on. I got to sit down. Now, I want you all to know... Oh, fuck. Okay. I want you to know this is a super fucking loose, casual occasion. Sit down, bitch.
Oh, I'm just going to get my drink.
This night is not like normally when you come to an Emsolation spectacular, there's Corrie, it's organised. I've written shit down. But tonight was just something we put together at the last minute, you know me. And I wanted it to be a celebration of you all because it's just a simple podcast, everybody. And I didn't want the pressure of writing an entire stand-up show, and I just really wanted to sing the songs from my childhood, the songs that I would cry and masturbate to after I was dumped. And
Did you masturbate to Like a Prayer?
no, I nearly burnt the house down to Like a Prayer. Remember that? Now, VIPs, because I can't keep a secret because you fucking pay the big bucks, I want you to know that our final song will be Like a Prayer. Do you want me to do spoilers or you want to wait? Yes, bitches! Do you know what's here? Do you know who's going to be unfurling during Like a Prayer? Do you know whom I might have brought with me that Michael and I may have bounced off at our Renaissance? Because I found out that Like a Prayer was about head jobs this year. Be honest, who knew that Like a Prayer was about head jobs? Thank you!
It's a double entendre.
Can you explain?
It's obviously about kneeling in reverent prayer, but it's also, if you read into it, that it's about head jobs. Both meanings are valid.
Oh, everybody, I can feel the ripple of minds being blown. But I feel like there's two gay men sitting there who knew. I love you. Bless you. These gays are trying to kill me. All right, are we supposed to be doing questions? What do you guys want from me? Questions? Hanging? Okay, who wants to ask a question? Go. Yes, darling. Short blonde hair, stand up. What's your name? Emsolation, Virginia. What's your question? I know, I've tried. I'm just not what the networks want. No, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed the type of women who front Australian commercial television, but if you in your mind ran through the Rolodex of the women who front those shows, just think right now. Just think. I'm not going to say it. Just think. Is it changing, babes? Look, I've been here for 20 years. You don't think I've been pitching my tits off?
I still think it'll happen, I reckon. I genuinely think it will happen.
If only my best friend was the most powerful screenwriter in the country.
Yeah, but I only do scripted drama. You want a full spectacular variety thing. I don't do that.
I mean, why not have both?
Well, true.
Well, thank you so much, Taco Girl who looks like Dora the Explorer. Yes. My dream is this shiny floor variety show, Judy Garland, Graham Kennedy, obviously, Liza Minnelli, and Rossiano, obviously.
You have had conversations
Yes.
with network heads and they've been increasing in their frequency.
But the most promising thing is, I think, I can't say too much, I just can't. I'm trying to finish my book at the moment, which old mate is going to turn into a TV show. I'm not looking at his face.
So basically 3 years from now, both drama, comedy and variety, it'll all be her.
Correct. I'm trying. I just need you to know I've pitched so many times, and I'm always the network's quirky option, you know, like the wild card, just in case. And then I tend to lose to like Charlie from High Five or Shelley Craft. You would be amazed how many jobs I've lost. And no disrespect, love Shelley Craft to Shelley Craft.
To be fair though, you've lost it. She's lost a lot of jobs. And
how many? You know. No,
yeah,
it's true.
It's true.
He has to cop the phone call.
It's true. But when
tell him the truth. Tell him what happens when I lose the job.
The show ends up shit. Again and again. Like, I remember I consoled her when she was in tears.
The football one. Tell them about the football one.
No, the one that I think of is when you lost the contemporary reboot of It's a Knockout. And it was shit. She lost it.
Got down to the last two for It's a Knockout.
And they went with some blonde chick. Can't even
Charlie
remember
from
it.
High Five.
Oh, did they?
It's almost like that's imprinted on my fucking soul.
Yeah. But it was a terrible show. And that's not the only one. What was the football one? The Bounce or something?
The Bounce, where they made everyone hold a football in the promo shots.
And Em was like, finally, all those years trawling around after Scott are going to pay off. I'm going to be able to have... But it was a terrible show.
Terrible show. Yeah, no.
So you actually have dodged a lot of bullets.
You do say that. When I lost The Bounce, that was when Michael said, just write your own show, please. And that's how my stand-up career kind of began. Yeah. This VIP might go till 10 p.m. Do you know Chella and I are opening with You Ought to Know, just so you know. I'm giving away all the fucking secrets. I just want to like lower your expectations of me tonight because it's just me singing for fucking 3 hours. Like, honestly, do you remember when you first heard Last Goodbye and you're in your car and like you're just crying and you're just belting it? I have no business singing that fucking song. Like... But I'm gonna, and it's not gonna be good. And I'm gonna cry because the huge dick and the Tassie Devil tattoo and the Holden Calais and the chippy, he dumped me, and I listened to that song over and over again.
I'm so sorry.
We are so drunk, and it is not even 7 o'clock.
I thought you were going to say that he was going to be here and that you were going to like pull him out on stage with the huge dick.
Huge dick. His nickname was Soup, as in soup spoon, as in soup ladle.
What?
Yeah. So like he was the third dick I ever saw, right?
But I think of a soup ladle as having a very skinny stem.
No, but think about how long it is. No, we're not talking girth.
Length.
It was a baby's arm holding an apple.
Okay.
I hadn't seen many penises before that. And then, like, undid his pants. And I'm going to tell you the absolute truth. This is what I said to him. Whoa, what do you eat for breakfast? That was foreplay.
How did he answer?
Weet-Bix. But he had a Tassie Devil tattoo right here.
No.
And he drove a Holden Calais, and he was an apprentice carpenter, and he had bleached blonde hair, and he wore tight white choker shell necklace, and he'd rock up in his fucking hard yakka overalls, and he would stink of like Cool Water by Davidoff and black Rexona Sport, you know, and it was like, oh my God. And I got my first UTI because of him, because we had so much sex. I was using him for his body because he was not the brightest fucking spark, I'll tell you right now. Next
question. Truth is that just
okay.
this week, Em and I trawled through our photos and we sent each other our sexual histories. We haven't done it before.
No, because Michael and I didn't see each other from 17 to 27. We had a 10-year hiatus. And that was Michael's straight period. And
That's
let's just say if I had been there wouldn't have been a straight face. Michael's straight face is fucking grim if the photos are anything to go by.
I think it was perfectly respectable.
Oh, I would have hated them all.
That is true.
Oh, they're all blonde.
They were.
Fucking... He sent me... Because while he was getting his hair bleached, because I picked up my phone and there was 23 text messages from Michael Lucas.
It takes a long time. Full respect to people that bleach their hair regularly. It really takes, it took me about 3 hours.
Yeah, oh my God. I mean, imagine being a woman every day having to fucking make yourself look like how society expects you to look as a woman. Imagine the unrealistic expectations placed upon us to spend an hour fucking every day of our life getting ready. Anyway, he had put together in chronological order with photographic evidence his entire sexual history with women for the time that we were apart.
No, I added the men, but it crashed
but I
into
knew
them at the end. Okay,
I knew the men because that's when you found me.
That's true.
You found me. You had one man. You found
Coincidence or design?
You found me. No, you had a man. You found me. You came out. You went back in. You went back to your girlfriend. I had to be very respectful of that. Okay. Yes, of course you're heterosexual. And then he came back out again with a fucking vengeance. Michael's been with more women than men.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's true.
This is true.
I've been with more women than you've been with men.
Men, yeah.
That's sad.
It fucking is.
And unjust.
That's what I say to my
Life
daughters.
is
Just
cruel.
fucking slut it up.
I don't know that they're heeding your advice. Anyway.
No, they're not, but they will. Every time we walk past some hot person, because my daughters, I guess we call them queer. They just like the person. And I'm like, oh, she's good, he's good. And oh, look at them. I'm like their human walking fucking... They don't need Grindr or Bumble or whatever the fuck they use. I love that Grindr's my go-to. I'm such a gay man. Okay, next question. Yeah. Oh, babes. Can I just say thank you for fucking being here? Oh, she's drunk. She's already getting emotional in the bathrooms. I love yous. Emsolated Jess, what is your question? Should Em win the Good For Her Award of the Year? No, we've already awarded. You're amazing. Do you know we have one of the segments tonight that I just wrote a heading of, we haven't actually planned it, is the inaugural Good For Her. Yeah.
The annual one.
Can you imagine who? I think you'll be able to guess.
Your question is provoking me to think if I was a good friend, I probably would have jumped in and thought...
Can I just say, I set up our podcast studio. I did a national tour. I did the National Press Club. I got diagnosed with autism.
Good for her. I know.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her. But VIPs, who do you think won the inaugural Good For Her? Shout it out.
Good answer though.
Right
and what a late breaking...
J-Lo. J-Lo has won our inaugural...
Do you want to give it away? Okay.
Yes.
J-Lo.
Have you just met me? Do you know how much these people paid?
But in retrospect, it would be really moving if I stood up and went, no.
Wrong,
the
Jennifer.
True Good For Her. No, should be M.
Oh, but you wouldn't. Oh.
We can have the moment now.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
It doesn't sound very funny, though, for me to do that, but it would be true. Good for you.
Oh, now you do. Thanks, mate. None of my family could make the fucking press club, but that's fine. Michael was there.
I was
If
there.
anybody, when you listen to tomorrow's episode, just pay special attention to the bitterness in my voice. I talk about the fact that my chosen family was at my press club address, but not my actual fucking
pivotal
blood family.
life and career moment of your press club. Who was there?
Michael Lucas,
Claire
Adrian
Bowditch.
Chiarella, Claire Bowditch and Jamila Rizvi. They were there, but was my husband there? No. Were my children there? No. Were my
To be
parents
fair, I
there?
had employed Chella. She had an excuse.
Were my parents... No, she could have asked for the day off. Were
I
my
wouldn't have
parents
given
there?
it to her.
Were my parents there? No. Was Joe there? No. Was there anyone there that I shared DNA with? No. But Michael Lucas was there. He fucking was in the middle of his most busiest fucking filming schedule. Can we tell them that you have Bell's palsy because you are so stressed? Okay.
All right, tell the story.
Right. My autism saved Michael's life.
I wouldn't go that far. It is true that she diagnosed something. So basically, we did a podcast last week, and then I appeared on camera, and Em was like, "What is with your face? Oh my God!
If you
what is
heard
wrong?"
last week, we mentioned his face, right? We did. Yeah. Go. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was really tired. I was really, really tired. And Em was like, "It's something more than that. It's something more than that." And
I don't speak like that, okay? So if you're going to impersonate me, please be accurate.
She does. That's how she speaks. And so she basically harassed me till I went to the doctors. And then it is true. It appears that I have had a bit of an infection and they thought it could have infected the nerves. And it is true that one side of my face has been a bit affected. So she was right.
Because I'm an autistic person and I have to study people's faces for cues. And I didn't really know I did that until I was diagnosed. And I do that because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's next. And so I just look at people's faces.
My face had changed.
And even your husband didn't notice, but he sat next to me yesterday and I said, "Bitch, your face is droopy on one side. You've got a Kylie Minogue eyebrow happening here and the rest of your face is just like a hound dog." And he's like, "No, I've just lost weight." And I said, "No,
That was true
you
too.
wanted that to be true so badly.
And then I arrived tonight and she's like, I bought you a pair of very covering sunglasses to wear. And she has.
I got him like white Oakleys. Remember the white Oakleys? I didn't like buy Oakleys. I bought fucking reject shop ones. But so his whole face had fucking... And then he went to the doctors and she's like, yes, your friend was right. There's an infection that has caused a nerve issue.
Not an actual quote. That's not what she said. But she did say, I have an infection. I'm now taking medication, and it's true.
And it's caused a Bell's palsy effect on one side of your face. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Amelia.
Thank you so much, right? See? Autism saves lives.
Any other people that want anything diagnosed, because she's here and she can look at your face and she can do it?
Well, I forensically study faces, and now I know why. Next question. Yes. Hello. What's your name? Emsolation Casey. Yes, Dora the Explorer. Yes, National Press Club address, yes. Oh, that's a rare thing. I spoke to this person. I spoke to her. Oh, good. Oh, no,
sounds like...
No, he loves a small talk. This guy loves a small talk. He would have been getting the eye from me.
Oh, sorry.
This Emsolator asked, what was the highlight for you and Michael at the National Press Club address?
My highlight was just... Actually, the highlight was Em had sent me a number of drafts, and what was really electrifying was she changed it again on the day, and it was amazing to watch because she was reading the room and she was making changes on the spot, and it was incredible just to see that someone could read the room and feel it and make adjustments, and she brought that crowd to their feet, and it was really amazing. And also I loved it because I'd given her a few notes, and I realised, she's taken all my notes. She's taken all the...
I did.
So that was really electrifying. But I mean, I knew, having read it, I knew it was going to be amazing and people would give it a standing ovation and would have the effect that it had. But it was still...
We're going to be talking about this tonight, so don't give too much good stuff away.
Okay. But it was still really exciting, and it was really exciting because I was like the social media monitor. So I was like there, like reading everything. And
I forgot about Twitter, didn't I?
Twitter was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't know. I still haven't watched it, so I don't...
Haven't you?
This one was like, it's good. No.
I reckon it's safe now. I do it over the Christmas break. Do it.
I'll try. I don't know. Surviving it. Like, I genuinely thought I was going to die walking up to the podium. Like, I could hear my heart in my ears. I thought I was going to shit my pants. I was sweating. I had sweaty under my nose, down the back of my neck. Like, it was.
I think you declared that you were sweating.
Oh, my whole body was in fight or flight. Because you walk in and you walk past Gough Whitlam, Julia Gillard. Like, you walk past all these people that, that's their fucking turf. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I dance with vaginas on a stage. Like, what? Vulvas. But I think, I don't know, I'm still kind of out of body on it. I still haven't really thought about it, and I know that everywhere I go, people come up to me and say, you've changed my life, I got a diagnosis because of you. I understand my partner better, my daughter, my son, my mother, my father. But personally, the highlight was surviving it, I think, because that's the hardest thing I've ever done. Professionally, easily the most daunting and hardest, I think. The highlight has been knowing that I have genuinely helped people who have lay awake at 3 a.m. in the fetal position, wondering what their place is in the world, spiralling. Do their family hate them? Do their colleagues hate them? Why does everything hurt me? Why is everything fucking coming at me all the time? To know that they have an ally in me and to know that I see them, I think that's been the highlight. Connecting with other neurodivergent people. Yeah. Finding my community. Like, how many NDs are in this room right now? Yeah. Fucking yeah. How many suspected NDs but not sure, can't get it? We will find each other always. Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes. Hey, Giggling Ben's over there. Gemma, my tireless life coordinator, Gemma. Shawnee's there too. My love of my life. And Brooke, my drummer, who we've stolen from Hamilton tonight. Thank you very much. Yes. Fucking Hamilton hate me so much. I just want to say, truly, from the bottom of my heart, VIP sold out first. Like, it was gone. And you guys are the hardcores, the fucking ride or dies, and I see you and I appreciate you. It's just a simple podcast. And here we are together tonight. I hope you enjoy the show. It's going to be a hot mess. Lower your expectations. Go get yourself lots of drinks from the bar. And we'll see you in about an hour. All right? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for this.
Em Rusciano and Michael Lucas. This is Emsolation.
Good evening, Melbourne. Are you ready to kick this in the dick? Please welcome to the stage the Emsolation Band. Oh God, thank fuck that's over because I'm gonna die. Hey, guess what I've got? I have my very own
Beautiful.
Segway harp.
And Chella's here to say, move on.
Where's Elio? In the car park, in the car. Don't worry, I cracked a window. Can you imagine anything worse? If you are the parent of an autistic child, can you imagine anything worse than having them here right at this moment sitting next to you? Fuck that. This morning he yelled at me because I couldn't read his mind. He said, Mum, what's the thing I was watching yesterday, the thing with the thing? I said, I can't read your mind. He said, why can't you read my mind? It's not fair. Are you fucking kidding me? I said, please don't ask me where my fucking child was. He's with his other parent, the person whose other responsibility. My husband never gets asked where Elio is. Do you think he fronts up to a fucking bike ride and someone says to him, oh, where's Elio? No disrespect to the person who asked. He's everyone's favourite member of the family. Marcella and Odie know their place. He's my favourite child. It's all fine. We're definitely going to keep on track. It's fine. Hello, my name is Em Rusciano. I'm a writer, a singer, a stand-up comedian. Wait. My name is Em Rusciano. I'm a...
Virgin magic brain.
That's how Whitney felt when they sung along to her lyrics. And together with my best friend since I was 11, Logie and actor, award winner, Australian screenwriter, Mr. Michael Lucas, we bring you this podcast. Hello, bitch. You look amazing. Just go do a little catwalk. Go do...
Em micromanaged every part of my look tonight. So when she says you look amazing, what she means is I styled you brilliantly.
Well, we all saw what happened at the ACTA Awards.
Oh, come on.
Nary a necktie, a handkerchief, a brooch, nothing. Just a dirty black shirt with white buttons. I would have coloured that with a Sharpie if I had have been there. Go do a catwalk so everyone can see you. Go on, go down. Put your glasses on. Everybody, film this, tag us. Let's go. Here he goes. Oh. Nothing says do me like white mesh. I think he looks like Sting and Billy Idol had a baby.
They're both very old.
You are 44 years old. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're old. We, right now, are living our best lives, but can you imagine any 15-year-old...
She is also 44, I just want to point out.
I'm sorry, how old am I?
44.
Sorry, what?
44.
Absolutely incorrect. When do I turn 44?
No, you're not. Oh, March 1st. Damn it!
What is my age currently as we sit on this stage on stolen land in St Kilda? What is my age?
43.
Thank you very much. Not that that matters, not that we congratulate a woman for looking good for her age. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter, except that it does. So thank you very much for being here tonight. This podcast, as you know, started 3 years ago now? 4?
That's wild.
We're heading into our 4th
When
year.
did COVID happen?
1900s. I don't... So truly, this thing started in my roof. Michael was worried about me because all live performance had stopped, and he was like, let's do a podcast. We can do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, let's do a podcast. And then he didn't think I'd actually set it up, and then I did. And we were Zooming from each other's houses.
That was not the only reason I was worried about her. I mean, there's a lot of things. We're working through them all.
I love that you're keeping your glasses on, you fucking idiot.
Sorry.
I love it. You give a guy a microphone in a sold-out crowd once. So it started in the roof, and then we were kind of moving it around a bit. At your house, we did the Madonna off. And then earlier this year, I was able to lease a studio and fit it out, and it's called Down the Hill Studios because it is literally 200 metres down the hill from his house. And
it should be a ticketed theme park at this point. It is so amazing. There's so much neon and so many plastic treats everywhere. You could sell tickets. I would buy them.
It's true. Yes, you would be forced to. And so it's true. My first stand-up shows, Michael bought all the tickets because there was like 16 of them, and he would purchase them and then like force friends to come and watch me. So it's true.
It's true. It could have been so sad, except for the fact that she became a multi-thousand selling success, and now it looks triumphant.
Thank God. So yeah, this year has been a big year for the little podcast, The Could, I have to say. I mean, 3rd place in the podcast awards. Wow, really.
3rd.
For the 2 eldest child perfectionists sitting on stage, that doesn't quite sit right.
No.
But we can't compete with the Bachelor girls. They're very popular.
We can't.
We'll try. Whatever you're going to say now, don't.
What were you in Australian Idol?
What?
What were you in Australian Idol?
I came 9th.
Well, it's better than 9th.
Well, we have... How many awards did 5 Bedrooms win at the Actors?
How many awards did Newsreader win? Do we have an Australian Idol winner here tonight?
We certainly do. Okay, so what we wanted to do, this is truly a celebration for the Emsolation nerds. We're not going to be talking about much. Tomorrow you're getting an episode in which Michael and Marcella only discuss the White Lotus finale. When we recorded...
There's more to the episode than that.
Yeah, there's lots.
Yeah.
But at the time of recording, I hadn't seen it yet. I watched the entire season last night. I have a lot of... This isn't giving anything away, but the greatest line ever to be written ever is... No, there's a few. Like, obviously, every single thing that Jennifer Coolidge said was iconic.
These gays are trying to kill me.
And I kind of saw him fucking his uncle. Amazing.
Amazing.
But the greatest line for me was, what is it? Someone said, I know. Wait, let them say it. What do you think it was? I feel sorry for men. Oh, why do we need men?
Strong option, but
why
no.
do we need men? That was the Nonna said that. No, it was, we have an Achilles heel. And it's an Achilles cock. Not giving anything away. Anyway, tomorrow when you get the podcast, there's a very clear spoiler warning, and Ben gives you the number to skip to if you haven't seen it yet. So nothing gets given away. We talk about Meghan and Harry. No, I'm obsessed. I won't hear a bad word about it. Fucking good for her! She is is a black woman sticking it to the fucking monarchy, and I don't care. I'll buy every ticket she sells. Fucking go, girl. I love it. The worst thing about that, has anyone watched the Meghan and Harry? I mean, the worst thing about it is they're fucking boring. They're so boring. They're so in love, and it's just, and their house looks like a day spa Gwyneth Paltrow has decorated. Like, but we loved it.
We loved it.
Like, what was your highlight of Meghan and Harry?
The realisation that she thinks she's taking her cues from Diana, but I think she's taking them from J-Lo, and I respect it. Please expand on that idea. Well, I just feel like the makeup, the hair, the attitude, and I feel like if someone had granted her a solo and if she had had a hit, then she would have incorporated it into her marriage vows. I really feel that. And I say that with absolute respect for her. I really do. And in fact, I'm actually quite disappointed that Harry didn't meet J-Lo first, because I really think it could have worked. And I think J-Lo in the royal family would have saved that institution. I would have maybe forgiven everything of the royal family if they'd brought in J-Lo and allowed her to do a Hustlers solo as part of
I'm not
the
here
royal
to
wedding.
shaking my ass. I really hope the Daily Mail aren't here after that comment. So yeah, that's what's on tomorrow. So you are getting an ep tomorrow, and then we are first 2 eps next year. I just love that I can just be a fucking nerd about the podcast with you all, because you get it. You're going to be getting Ben Crowe life advice. So we're recording with Ben on Monday. I'm going to lock the doors and force him into a hostage situation, because I just feel like January is when we all need to kind of reset. We don't do resolutions, they're fucking bullshit. But Ben Crowe is the man, obviously, who is a mindset coach. He helped Ash Barty. Like, he works with the UN, he works with everybody, and ridiculously enough agreed to work with me in the lead up to my National Press Club address. And it's better than any therapy I've ever done. And I said to him, please, will you give my listeners this magic? Because it was like 3 sessions, but it changed my life. But it was just, and I know that you all will take so much from it. And I'm not hyping, he is magic. So the first 2 eps of next year are going to be Ben Crowe magic for you all, because it is life-changing. It's incredible. So that is happening. Yeah, you can clap that. That's great. All right, so we want to get into 90s memories, because obviously tonight is 90s themed. I don't know if you can tell. What? I just want to first of all state I would never have worn anything this cool in the 90s.
There's such a misrepresentation of us in the 90s.
Wow. Really? Like, what were you rocking around in the 90s? I want to go. I mean, I know, but go.
No, it was awful. I mean, I did eventually move on to cargo pants. Cargo pants.
Oh, you were dressing like a middle-aged lesbian early.
I was, and with pride.
Yeah, they're our favourite people.
They really are.
No, late in life lesbians are my
I was
favourite.
timid and scared. Very timid and scared. You were slightly less scared.
No.
But you're also ostracised. So
Totally. And utterly. I just wore like sport gear everywhere. But also, like, Vincey was too tight to buy me anything legit, so he would take me to the Preston Market. And instead of Reebok pumps, I got shoes called apple pies. And my, like, Adidas 3-stripe snap-lock pants only had 2 stripes.
You were knockoff athlete, and I was just budget nerd. And that was it, basically.
The legend has it Michael would walk to the library every lunchtime to read The Age.
That's not legend, that's just true. I went to the library and I read the paper in lunchtime. But I did have some friends, they also did it. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Kick a football? I mean...
I was doing that.
True.
I was kicking the football. Truly. So tonight is a chance for this fucking nose ring. Right, it's gone.
She didn't pierce.
Tonight's a chance for us to kind of, reinvent the 90s. Who here... Thank you, yes.
The 90s we wish we'd had.
Yeah. So the 90s for me, obviously, was a lot of angst around Fred Savage from The Wonder Years, Kevin Arnold. So... who's been cancelled now, but I can't help it. I used to cast witchy spells and hope that Winnie Cooper would die because I wanted to be Kevin's girlfriend so badly. And then as we moved through high school, it was obviously the Luke Perry versus Jason Priestley debate. Okay, I mean, looking back, Luke Perry looked like your decrepit, cancer-ridden uncle. Like, that guy was 57, rest in peace, Luke Perry. That guy was 57 playing a 17-year-old. Not that we're against that. Stockard Channing set the precedent as Rizzo in Grease.
And I respect it.
Totally.
If someone tried to cast either you or I as a teenager right now, solidarity.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
I'm expecting you in season 2 of Heartbreak High as a student.
Don't think the emails haven't been sent, babes. All right, let's just do a quick poll. Who was Team Brandon? Really? Team Dylan?
What about Ian
Team
Zetterling?
Andrea Zuckerman?
Woo! She was
Poor
the
Andrea.
oldest. She spent her
She had a
lunchtimes in the
pension
library.
card. She didn't have a concession student card. She had a fucking pension card. Andrea Zuckerman.
She's still here and alive and healthy, I believe.
That's incredible. She could have gone on to the Golden Girls after that, to be honest. But so many romantic misadventures occurred to us in the 90s. And I had my first pash at a blue light disco at the Eltham roller rink to a guy named Christian. Yep, who had wore one cross earring, had a bowl cut. And he had burgering breath and I didn't care. And Vincey dropped me off and DJ Vinyl Richie was there, as always, the local... yeah. The local DJ. And Christian went to Eltham High and I went to Eltham College. So it was classic wrong side of the track story, except I was a scholarship kid.
West Side Story.
Totally. And my dad wouldn't buy me a stack hat. It was an ice cream container with eyes drawn on the back. And I remember we were it was such a moment when he kissed me. I remember just feeling like it was all tongue. It looked like I'd been rimming, the saliva. Because before he kissed me, I got my Body Shop lip gloss, with that, and then I just went here. I'm amazed he could land. It was such a slippery. And that was so my first kiss, but I was a late bloomer. I had. You are a practical
kiss
slut
anyone.
compared to me.
No, I'm not. I didn't kiss anyone in high school. I didn't.
Me neither. Oh, no, I kissed one person, Christian. That was it.
Okay.
I didn't even kiss. I dated Matt from year 7 to year 10, and I didn't kiss him. Can you imagine?
But the emotion you poured into that. Oh, my God. If you could measure that.
So much.
If you could weigh it. Incredible.
But I want to hear, because we didn't see each other for 10 years. So Michael and I didn't see each other between 17 and 27. And we call this Michael's straight era. Because my God, while Michael was getting his hair dyed yesterday, I got sent a retrospective with pictures, accurate timeline, chronological order of his romantic dating history. All news to me. And you certainly had a type, didn't you, babes?
It was really boring, unfortunately. It was just... Oh, it's terrible. I'm so ashamed to say it was just pretty blonde girls. It's terrible.
Just pretty blonde girls.
But, they were terrible. They were
the girls who bullied me in high school. Let's be quite clear.
Some of them, literally.
It's true. Oh, God, I just realised I was laughing, but I really want to cry. So, may I ask about perhaps the time that you lost your virginity? Now, I just want to state, before we talk about our losing our virginity stories, virginity is a construct. It doesn't exist. It's fucking heteronormative. It's bullshit. It completely erases the queer community. It sets some kind of barrier as though when a dick enters a peen, it's a magical experience. It fucking isn't. It's dry and confusing. And I want you all to remember to tell your teenage daughters and sons, virginity, it's not a real thing, okay? It's not a real thing. I fucking hate the term. Let's get rid of it. It puts a price on a woman. The whole thing, it fucks me off. But we are going to talk about it right now. Because in the 90s, that whole thing, it was built up. You imagined you would lose it laying upon a bed of roses while fucking horses danced around you. You know, that's how you imagine it.
The entire story of Beverly Hills 90210 was built on when they were going to lose their virginity and how.
And I imagined it to be like, see, like the hymen was there dressed as a Downton Abbey character, right? Like, oh, here I am, M's hymen. I wonder how long I'll be intact. I don't know. And then, like, the peen would come in, like, wearing a little top hat, right? And it'd be like, good day, milady. May I enter your hymen? And then, like, the hymen would be like, yes, sir. And then, like, the peen would, like, go into the vagin. And, like, that's what I imagined losing one's virginity would be. And you don't lose it. You fucking know where it went. It's not down the back of the couch with your keys. How old were you? How old were you? Are you uncomfortable telling the story? Do you want me to pick something else?
No. I mean, yes, I am. Of course, I'm uncomfortable telling it. I was 18 and it was just before uni, and that was my deadline because I'm very goal-oriented.
Oh.
You know this about me.
I do.
I had a timeline.
And we lost our virginity at the same age, which is wild. But actually really
Makes
on brand.
perfect sense.
Okay, so go. Can you tell the story or you don't want to? Just be general. Just do broad sweeping strokes because I'm going to fucking sing my story, so you're fine. I won't even remember yours. It's fine. My dad's going to come out. It's going to listen to me talk about my vagina, like my vulva. It's going to be fine. Go.
I want to say it was very Dawson, and what was Dawson's girlfriend's name? Joey, childhood friend, my neighbour's granddaughter. Can you believe it? And it was. Those laughs are making me wonder if she's in the audience tonight. And
actually, I didn't want to tell you, but please, can you bring out?
Shut up.
Joking. I didn't. Fuck. I wish I had have though. Oh.
We got really trashed, and we went back to her grandparents had a granny flat.
Oh, this is so much worse than I remember.
That's
just
where
the gratuitous use of the word granny in this story.
Well, weirdly, I'd known her since we were quite little kids, and we had discovered like a book of sexual positions when we were like 10. We had, honestly, with pictures. What?
Nothing.
Anyway, then we grew up, and then we attempted to replicate some. It was bad. I was drunk. All I remember was we didn't want our families to know, so I scuttled back afterwards to my own home, and then I remember I rang her the next day, and I remember like she
on the home phone.
Yeah.
So was anyone else at the house?
No, I did. I managed to do it from you'd scuttle away to
and you'd stretch out that.
Yeah,
like
totally.
a psychopath. Do you remember answering phones? There was no caller ID. It was just fucking potluck. You just pick it up and say hello. Wild. Go.
I rang her to, just to sort of check in and basically to see where is this going to head. And I remember, she answered the phone and she just went, I was so drunk, I don't remember anything.
It's not a great review.
It's not. Yeah, didn't have sex again for at least 3.5 years.
Same. And then I got pregnant, so yay.
You?
So, look, the story of my virginity is one a lot of you know, which is great that we have that relationship.
Are you putting in your earpiece because you're going to do Barbara's speech into song?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh, I'm so excited. Tell us, Em, the story of your virginity.
So I too was like I was hanging on to this thing, not because I wanted to, because no fucker wanted it, right?
Oh, same.
And again, brought up with this misconception that was like the moment where everything in my life would change, And it's so fucking shit. And again, erases the queer community. Please, this is fucked, but I'm going to keep going because it's fucking hilarious. So, if she does say so herself. And so my friend Anna was turning 18 at Bridie O'Reilly's in Carlton, like right on the corner of the big roundabout. Do you guys know, in Parkville there? My friend Anna Deary, who I did athletics with. And she went to a Catholic school in Essendon. And she said, there's going to be a bunch of guys there. I'm like, great. Okay, cool. So I just finished year 12 and I just turned 18 and I rocked in and I was wearing a daisy tight maxi skirt that I'd purchased at Dotty. And I had fake docs, not real ones. ones that I could not go anywhere near sort of open flame with. And I had like a little white cap sleeve t-shirt on. And I had those, you know, the zigzag headbands that would like literally give you some kind of like aneurysm. And I've never felt hotter, to be honest, including now. And I walked in and straight away I spotted this short Italian man at the bar after a short Italian man had dropped me off at said bar. And I grabbed Anna and I said, "Who's that?" Like, flaps were a flutter, okay? And she said, "Oh, that's real name."
That is not real.
And it wasn't as I... So I saw the bar and like we just locked eyes. It was just like one of those moments. It was like Leo and Claire through the fucking fish tank where she had the wings on. He was in the suit of armour.
At Bridie O'Reilly's. Just like Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes.
Same. Pride can stand. Same. And so Anna's like, "Come on, I'll introduce you." So we met each other and we were sitting there and I were chatting and we were really like vibing and getting along. And then he invited me to the back alleyway of Bridie O'Reilly's. And if you could please welcome my father out to the stage. To help me talk about when I lost my virginity. My father, everybody. Like a virgin. Thank you, Vincey. Wow.
That was your dad. We'll set up a GoFundMe for Vincey's therapy, and if you want to contribute...
No, he picked me up after. It was fine. Dad's a wog. He will turn up anywhere at any time to pick me up. Like Ubers and taxis, like, why would you do that? I'm here, I'm free. Why would you fucking pay for something I will give you for free? Dad doesn't talk like that. Like
Effie.
No, in my head. No, when Dad's amongst close, like Dad has a posh voice. Dad's got his like Anglo voice that you taught to put on, you know. But don't worry, when Dad gets going and we're at home together, it's hectic. Like, it's like this. Oh, we're going to be like, "What are you doing? Why did you open the gate like that? Why did you park there? You're not going to park there. I've got to get the fucking car out." I'm like, "All right, mate, move my car."
I never hear that from him, and I want to.
No, you will never.
I like to think that you rang and went, "Dad, I'm mid-penetration, back at Bridie O'Reilly's. How soon can you get here?" And he's like, "I'm on my way."
No, your mistake. My father parked out the front of every party I went to. He doesn't leave, just in case.
Move on.
Move on. All right, time to move into our top 5 moments. Woo, have more tequila, Em. Top 5 moments from the show this year. Now, you know, we had to think about the things that really struck a chord with you, and I just want to let you know there is a fucking theme to the episodes you all enjoyed. Let me tell you.
And it does not speak highly of anyone that listens to this.
It does not, but on brand. It's on brand.
True.
Okay, so the first, number 5 top moments for us from this year was, of course, our first episode coming out of the studio. What a delight. Except that Michael forgot to tell me that he was going to be in fucking Tasmania. And who told me?
My husband.
Yeah.
If you could have seen it, the lengths that she went to, she paid and rented for a space that was like literally 200 metres from my house. She decked it out with neon lights. She commissioned things. She set up the whole space, and there was this big unfolding. It's like, "Oh, fuck, sorry, I forgot to say. I'm actually going to be away at that period of time." And just watching her process, watching someone...
It was like the final scene in White Lotus.
It was amazing. But she buried the rage.
When Daphne was processing.
Yeah, she just took 30 seconds and she thought, "This rage has nowhere to go. I will swallow it, I will put it down, and I will continue." You did beautifully, and I thank you.
No, it's fine. It's all good, it's fine. But also, in that episode, we talked about my discovery of the bin room. Now, the wheelie bins... Oh, God, full circle. It's a circle of life. Lost my virginity by a wheelie bin.
Still have so much respect for them. Sacred items.
When I know that I've got a skip delivery coming to my house, like it's like that has substituted sex for me.
It's a spiritual and sexual energy that overcomes you.
Yes, if my foreplay for me is Scott saying I booked the skip, I'm like, take your pants off right now, get in the bedroom. I don't know what it is about the idea of mass rubbish disposal, but it does it for me. I can't tell you why. Oh, I love a skip. And so at the studios, I'm like, where are the bins? There's no bins, there's no bins. I even rang the council because I'm a wog, so I'm really serious about rubbish disposal. Like, we have that sorted, right? And I got there to the studio, I'm like, where's the bins? Where's the bins? No bins. So I rang the city of Darebin, I'm like, where are my fucking bins? And like, okay, you got to order them. I'm like, okay, I ordered bins. So I ordered extra bins. Denise at City of Darebin didn't tell me that there was a giant, like, skip room. So I walk outside the studio, and I think Geraldine Hickey was also present. Talk about middle-aged lesbians I'm obsessed with. Actually, more appropriate to go and look at she wanted a tour of the skip room. You didn't give a fuck.
I tuned out a minute ago. I don't know why you're saying.
But Geraldine Hickey, as you can imagine, the perfect bin companion. Wow. She should put that on her next poster. And so when
Pretty loaded if she's with you at this time, I have to say.
And so, like, I'm looking around and I saw this one door. Where does this door go to? I'm going to open it, because, of course. And I opened it up and fuck me, like 8 skips. 8 skips. I'm bringing in dad's rubbish. I'm bringing in a house. I'm saying to the neighbours, like, I'm drunk on skips. Normally, Scott and I have to do like the bin ninja. Normally on a Sunday night before a Monday bin collection, Scott and I have the lights off in our four-wheel drive, rolling around the streets of Warrandyte, opening people's bins and hoping there's space for our garbage, right? No more. I'm driving around just going like a drug dealer. You wanna skip? You wanna see how I skip? I got skip it. It's the highlight of my life. So that was a moment for me. You don't give a fuck, clearly. Oh, the next big moment for our show from the episode entitled Snitches Get Stitches. Now, is anyone nerdy enough to remember what happened? I do not expect anyone at all. You'll get a prize if you do, though. You'll literally get a prize if you remember what happened in Snitches Get Stitches.
Well done.
Oh, my God. You fucking remembered.
I needed a prompt.
Someone get a show bag for these people. This is the episode in which, as you'll recall, a week before my show at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl, the first one back out of COVID, 5,000 people, fucking sure, mate. Scott gets involved in a major accident. Remember who's in the hospital the same time as Dan Andrews?
I do indeed remember, yes.
And Scott went from being like the trendy patient to no one gave a fuck when Dan came in. Because he was like, oh, you're Em Rossiano's husband. Great, amazing. And then Dan was like, I don't give a fuck about this guy. And so we had this terrible accident, and then he kept trying to say, I'm going to race. I'm like, no. So I didn't let him race for 12 months. And finally, we're building up to this one race I knew was coming. So off he went for the weekend, and the race was like some stupid 18-hour extravaganza. Like, you know, where they piss and shit themselves on the ride, you know? It's like, calm down, guys. It's not the Tour de France. You fucking idiots. And I have a tracker on my phone. I have something called 360 Live. I can track my entire family. I know where they are at all times.
She tries to pressure me into joining.
It's true. I said to Marcella just yesterday, fuck, I wish Michael was on the Stalker app. And I could see on my app that the race it was 16 hours since the race started. Most people do it in like 5. And I could see that Scott had been stuck on one point in the road for 5 hours. And I started phoning him, and I was phoning him, nothing, no response, nothing. Fucking hell. And I was panicking, and then finally at like 10 o'clock at night when he was due to finish, like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I get a phone call, and it's like, oh, he's like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm great, it was great, you know. And I said, where have you been? And he got diarrhea after the race.
Vividly recounted in the podcast episode with sound effects.
And just couldn't bring himself to like just text back to the 98 messages I had sent. And I was sending things like, just send me a thumbs up emoji if you're alive. Just anything. I don't care, just anything, please. And then, no, it was just because he forgot. And then I said, did you like text anyone else when you finish the ride. Texted his mates his time. And I said, give me your phone. He made 7 phone calls. None of them were to me. So...
I just say, I lived through this in the moment with calls, then we did it on the podcast, and now, a year later, I'm still living this story of Scott not calling Em in enough time after he'd completed the bike race.
Do you know what he said to me this week? Like, you know, because, I don't know, is your
I
relationship...
think you're going to tell me. What did he say?
I fucking will. Does anyone else's relationship hit the skids in December? Right? It's just we're all just hanging on and we're forced family time. It's like, fuck. And he said to me last week, this great epiphany, I realise that I treat you how I want to be treated in a relationship.
That's a sad sign.
And you treat me the way you want to be treated. And I'm like, yeah, and one of us is fucking right. And one of us disappears for 2 days on end. That was his big, moment. Okay. The next, number 3. Here we go. We go counting down to 1. Oh, now this is your specialty topic. The episode was entitled Diamond Encrusted G-String. Britney's wedding. Britney Jean Spears. Bitch.
She's delivered a lot for us, a lot of content over this past year.
She really has.
She really has.
Oh, God, love that.
She's liberated herself.
She's the mascot of our podcast. I think unofficially, in the most respectful way, when I say mascot.
And her and J-Lo.
True. Yeah. So she had that photo. Like, Michael has never texted me anything quicker. It was almost like you took the shot of the bridesmaids.
I wish I
Line
had.
them up, say it. Who was it? We had.
Fuck. Selena was there.
This is your grand final, dickhead.
Paris was there.
Yeah, Paris.
Madonna was there.
Madonna.
Fuck.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore was there.
Selena.
Donatella. Yeah.
Why the fuck was Selena Gomez there?
No, I respect it.
I just feel like she wandered in accidentally. She's off-brand for me.
It should have been Leah Michelle.
It should have been Lindsay Lohan.
Should have been.
Where was Lindsay? I wanted Lindsay singing her down the aisle. All right, moving to number 2, vabbing. Is anyone in the audience?
Has anyone vabbed tonight?
Is anyone in the audience not aware of what vabbing is? Is anyone...
Oh, there is a brave person. Brave gentleman that put up their hand.
Who in the audience would like to explain vabbing? You don't know what vabbing is? Who would like to... Wait, there's a young lady. How are you of age? How are you very... Bitch, you look good. Now, could you come... Not that it matters, not that we celebrate how a woman looks, not that it fucking matters. Except society deems that it does. Now, would you mind explaining... Now, what's your name, young lady? Ali? Ali doesn't know what vabbing is. Gays, you may want to block your ears. I'm so sorry. Your anuses might just curl up and die.
Thank you. So vabbing is getting the secretions from inside your vagina and putting them on your finger and lightly dabbing them on your pulse points to attract a mate.
What a beautiful description. So eloquent.
Stunning. Now, what's your initial... Now, let's not have any vagina shame. We don't want any internalised misogyny happening, right? Okay, vaginas are stunning, beautiful, beautiful. But if you are, if there's a strong enough smell coming from your vagina to create a perfume, one would suggest antibiotics are required. Number 2. The number 2 episode. Wait, what am I up to?
1.
Oh, shit, we're up to number 1.
1.
Number 1 is the most talked about, loved episode from you all. And this wasn't the most listened to because it didn't involve a dick, so... My National Press Club address. Before and after. That, I thought I was going to die. We talked about this. I want to also point out...
I was worried you were going to die.
I was like-
Thankfully, you didn't.
So Michael turned up to the hotel room on the morning of the speech. I was not good. I was kind of it was weird.
You were a bit altered, but I'm going to say it could have been worse, though. I did worry that you would be incoherent, but you weren't. You were coherent, you were focused, you were ready, and you delivered.
I really did. But the thing is...
Even if she says so herself.
No, I mean, I spent like so many months, so many drafts. You saw every draft.
I did, but honestly, the one she delivered on the day where she amended shit on the fly was the best. It was the best version she ever did. She met the moment. It was amazing.
So the fact that, and the thing you don't know is none of my family could be there. No one. No mum, no dad, no Chella, no Odie, no Elio, thank God. No Scott. Scott forgot that I was doing that and agreed to do some work on that date. And I just want you to think about when the email got sent to me, where he sent me an email saying, "Oh, I'm just doing some work on August 24. Can you cover Elio?"
Ooh.
How is he still alive indeed? So I had no one, the biggest thing I've ever done in my life, but my chosen family were there in Michael Lucas, his husband Adrian, Jamila Rizvi and Claire Bowditch and
all the bazillion Emsolators and fans that were in the room that were cheering.
Chema, my friend, my life organiser, she came with her mum. They all managed to be there, not Scott. But that's okay, I'm over it. I'm really not. Marcella is side of stage going, "Mum, stop. Move on."
Marcella was working on 5 bedrooms and I wouldn't have given her the day off, so she has an excuse.
No, it's fine, I'm fine, it's fine. But it was a massive day. That episode is huge and still continues to be up in our most listened. And honestly, you all came on the journey with the outfit and with everything I was going to talk about, with the J-Lo Hustlers reference. Oh my God, I just realised J-Lo featured in my fucking speech.
J-Lo is everything.
That's right. I put a stripper pole in my National Press Club address. Amazing.
She should be at head of state. I'm saying it again and again.
So true. So that was number one. So they were the big things that happened throughout the year. And again, I want to thank you. I felt you all there with me on that day in Canberra. So thank you so much to all of you. All right, it's probably time for a guest. I think it's time for a guest.
It's a really good one.
I hope that she's ready. Is she ready?
She's probably been sitting there.
Is CD there? Casey. There she is. Ladies and gentlemen, Australian Idol's winner, season 2. Casey Donovan. Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
Babes. Oh, I love you. Here, you sit in. And Michael, you're sitting on the poof.
Appropriate.
Sorry, I was just backstage vabbing.
Casey Donovan, those... Bitch, if you released a perfume, I mean, Delta Goodrum's done it. Casey Donovan's Vashin, Eau de Vashin.
Yeah.
I'd buy it. Casey Donovan was asked yesterday if she would be here in classic M fashion. Yesterday I'm in the shower and I'm like, I think I need a guest. So I text Casey and she's like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. I'm flying in at 6 p.m.
Yeah, just cheeky Uluru stop to here. Why not?
Oh. What a legend.
Thank you for being here so much.
Thank you for having me.
Now, before, all I want to do is talk about the Australian Idol finale. But before we go to that, Casey is, I would argue, the most successful idol now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
I think so, and I also think you're the first idol to truly hit the status of national treasure. And I really mean it. Because, and the measure for me is how excited my mum is to know. And the fact that my mum, every New Year's Eve for my mum is you.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
She loves you, and I truly mean it. And also you in musicals, you on stage, every time you come out, every time she sees you, you deliver. And you're a national icon. You really are.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you very much.
So, babes, you've just finished 9 to 5?
Yep, 3 weeks, I think. Sure, yeah.
No, these are your people. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so that's
Finished
wrapping
that.
up.
We're done.
Done.
We finished in your hometown of Adelaide, the good old Adelaide. Finished very strongly, got kicked out of a club.
Tell us.
Good.
I mean, you're amongst friends.
I
What
mean,
happened?
yeah, well, my friend and I were just in the bathroom because that's what you do. And it was the first time I'd gone to the bathroom all night because I have a bladder of a saint. And also, I don't want to miss out on a party, so I will jiggle until my heart... My partner Renee's in the audience and she knows as soon as that jiggle hits, I've got to go. But yeah, look, I'm an oversharer, so this is a great story. I'm glad we're starting strong.
They are not used to hearing.
No.
Yeah, fine.
So we're out. Went to the bathroom. We're just chatting in the bathroom, and I got a knock on the door. It's security, and by this point, I'm on Jenny Craig, so I haven't touched alcohol, and my calories are quite low. So I sniff a drink, and I'm anyone's. So get a knock on the door, and this security guard. I mean, they're just racist motherfuckers down in Adelaide. So I'm an Indigenous woman in a bathroom with a gay gentleman, and we're just literally I can't even remember what we're talking. We're laughing, is what we're doing. Get a knock at the door. He's like, "You've got drugs on you." I'm like, "Sorry." I think I actually started filming on my phone on the ground because I was like, "Film it. You're too drunk. Get it." I deleted it the other day. Didn't even watch it. Anyway, and then "You've got drugs," and then he had poppers in his what is it? Amyl.
I think I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know. I was too busy giggling like a schoolgirl, just having a chat and doing a wee. And then we got kicked out. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Well,
So anyway, that's Adelaide, and 9 to 5's finished, and yeah.
I think Dolly Parton would be proud that's how your 9 to 5 experience ended.
Thank you.
But I also want to point out, not the first Australian Idol to be kicked out of a club in Adelaide. I'm Shannon Noel! Shannon Noel famously kicked out of the Crazy Horse in Adelaide, and that was his parting words to security.
It's iconic parting words.
I was just like, I just want to go home. Yeah, that was mine. But it was fine. I'm totally fine.
She's here. She's fine.
Yeah.
So what have you got coming up? We're doing, just tell these are the most supportive humans on the planet. They will buy, they will attend. What do you need?
Bless. I'm releasing a single very, very shortly. Yep. New Year's Eve, so keep an eye out. I'm doing Sydney World Pride, I'm doing Mardi Gras, I'm doing the musical with my mate Millsy and Juliet, which we're kicking off at the Regent Theatre.
Let's talk about Anne Juliet. The playlist is something from my wet dream.
Isn't it?
Can you let everyone know what Anne Juliet is, please?
It is the most magical musical. It's very new. So it's the story of what would happen if Juliet didn't kill herself, written by David West Reed, the writer of Schitt's Creek, and also the magical music of Max Martin, who has just written everything. I want it that way. Yeah. I want it that way.
Katie, Brittany,
Raw.
Pink, Raw.
Oh my God.
Maybe one more time.
Oh, so many bangers. And it's all in the Anne Juliet musical that just goes through this story of everyone just being diverse. And it's just, please come along. It's going to be great. It's going to change the musical theatre world here in Australia. Yeah. There is someone for everyone on that stage. It doesn't matter what your gender, what your race, what you identify as. It is something where you can sit there as a young adult, an adult or anyone, and go, I can live my dream and I can have that. And I love that about this musical.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And an excellent Christmas present. I bought it for all of my... I really have bought it for all my family. I have.
And Rob Mills is the token white guy, and that's great. He's there for his talent, obviously, but also I love it when he's the token white guy. Casey Donovan, it is nearly, I think it's 19 years
19 in
our
January
paths
next
crossed
year, yeah.
for the first time. I get a bit emotional thinking about... I've blocked out a lot of it.
Yeah,
Both of us were in deep trauma.
Well, yeah, we're going through a lot.
Casey's. So Ricky Lee, Amali and I shared a bedroom, and then Casey slept at the front door
Yeah.
on the landing
Yeah.
in a bed there. And Ricky and I designated ourselves her mothers. Like, she didn't have a choice. And we said, you will sleep here out front, like a teenager.
Yeah,
Fuck,
literally.
you were a teenager.
I was, yeah. I was only 16. I was a baby. Just a baby. Yeah.
But clearly the most talented of all of us. Like, it was nuts. You were just raw. It was just oozing it. I had no idea what I was doing. I'd never sung in public. And then we go through this whole thing together. And the night of the grand final at the Opera House, I just don't know if I've ever told you this, one of the greatest nights of my life. And I know you're friends with Kalia, and that's good for you, good for him.
We know there's enough room for everyone.
Totally.
Yeah.
And remember, Kalia was straight when he came into the Idol house. And you know, that was his journey, and it's no one's job to out anyone. But the second I had a conversation with that man,
It's not your job, but it's your calling.
And I literally busted him putting white sports socks under black business socks because he didn't want black fluff between his toes. And I said to him, oh, you're gay. He said, no, I'm not. And that was his right and want. And so he was very wary of me because if, like, straight men get around me, it's like they will take it up the arse. There's a chance. So I understand why he was always wary of me.
Yeah.
But you were friendly with everyone. You were Switzerland. You're amazing.
I'm always Switzerland.
Yeah. I mean, you're here tonight. That's
Switzerland.
What is your... So going into the grand final, we all kind of thought Anthony's going to... Like, there's a lock on Anthony,
Always, yeah.
right? Or we all...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The single was his. Because,
Yeah.
so, bit of background if you
Please.
don't know.
Oh my God, this is so
the
good. This is
last
gloss.
4 people in the show get to record the winner's single. Now, here I am outside darting up every 3 seconds. Anthony as well, just smoking durries. The only 2 left. The 2 finalists were the only 2 smokers in the house. It was amazing. But all the 4 people get to sing the winner's single. So, and then it kind of voted off the island, and then the winner takes the song. And I listened to it, and I listened to his version. I was like, it's Anth all the way. And, like, you know, on the night we're all walking up the thing and everyone's nervous, and I'm like, I don't want to walk up those stairs in these heels in a sari.
Sorry. What?
I was 16.
I want you to
sari.
know the wardrobe department hate me still to this day because I fought them on your sari.
I think...
I'm like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bless.
no. No.
It's controversial. Yeah.
Casey.
Switzerland. That's fine. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, now we know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, so you're walking up.
So walking up the thing,
In your
and it
fucking
was
sari.
set. Also, you may have not seen or been aware that there was like one of those manic people that just jump off things. Remember
the serial pest.
The serial pest.
Yeah, the one dude, Peter, what's his name? He's invaded every pitch of every grand final. Yeah.
So he jumps off a balcony
In the
opera house, breaks his leg or some part of his body.
Literally.
Anthony and I are in an ad break, and we're just like, no, we weren't. We're going to the big medley that we were all practiced and ready for.
Gonna have a good time. No, it was a silver chair one.
It was the whole
That's
medley
right.
that we
Yep.
took all week to rehearse.
That's right.
No one wanted to be there.
No.
But, you know, so that's happening, and the whole way through, I'm like, Anthony's got it. Like, I'm a kid. I'm just Casey from Bankstown. I'm not going anywhere. Like, this is awesome. I love this. This is great. But I'm not going to win this show. It's not for me. You know, his single was better. Next minute, because I wasn't a very good listener, and I also wasn't very good at talking. So for what would take Em and everyone 20 minutes to do like a piece to camera, oh yeah, having a great day, best time of my life, you know, Australian Idol, here I'm going, good. They're like, no, Casey, can you just explain? Like, so put the question in the answer. So how was your day today? Day was good.
Oh, I vividly recall the producer said to you, oh yeah, and can you just let us know what you did? Stuff.
Yeah, I did stuff. I don't know, can I go for a cigarette? Like, well, how long do we have to be here? But yeah, it was very much, that was my life. But
There
Yeah.
were 11 of us side of stage. And I just remember we were all expecting Kalia, and we were all standing there, and Ricky and I next to each other, like, oh God, we're gonna have to hear the fucking prayer again or something, I don't know. And then G and James say Casey, and we all, I thought Kalia was gonna die, like I thought he was gonna pass out. And we all just went, yes! Like it was the greatest. We all wanted it for you so badly because he was so immaculate and so perfect and so primed. And you were in a fucking sari. And you were by far the better singer with the biggest heart. And every track you took, you made your own. And and I just want you to know, and you wouldn't know, that all of the idols, we were fucking, we all cried. It was one of the greatest moments. I mean, yes.
Aw, Em.
Mate.
Oh, bless.
And now here you are.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we fucking are.
Bitch.
Oh, sorry.
Who did... Babes. All right, so look, there's so much more we're meant to do, but I just feel like this is the right time. Can I have my band back out on stage? Because I've asked Casey to sing a number.
Thank you.
Can I have the entire band back out on stage?
Just a simple podcast, right?
It's just a
I love
simple
it.
podcast.
I love
Casey.
it.
Can I get you all, make sure you go and see Anne Juliet, make sure you download the fuck out of this woman's single, make sure you support every single fucking thing she does or I will come for you. Casey Donovan, Melbourne.
Thank you. It's very 90s of me. I actually had a sparkly top, but I could never get away with a midriff, and I still can't. But this shirt, I've just alerted you to my apron, but this shirt's a bit 90s, so it's a bit short.
No, it's stunning.
But thank you.
You're stunning.
Bit self-conscious
amazing.
about. Oh yeah, cool. All right.
I am going to leave the stage and watch in awe.
I can't believe I opened with getting kicked out of a club at
You really
Adelaide,
can't?
but it's totally fine.
Honey, it's me. I'm Shannon Knowles.
I know,
Crazy
yeah.
Horse. Shannon Knowles! Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause, please. Casey Donovan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I love you, mate. Thank you. So great. Casey Donovan!
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks you, my love. Oh, my God. I love you. All right. Now, we do have another singer for the evening. It's Michael. Now, to officially end the podcast portion, I think it's only right. Now, I want you to know, this morning you text me, and it's like, I recorded myself singing it to hear what I sounded like. And I've offered up Elio as a sacrifice to get that audio to insert into the podcast next week. He's very nervous, but to close out the official podcast portion before we go into the last set of songs, I'd like you to please welcome him back out. Michael Lucas! Now, all of you are going to need to do the BVs.
You're going to have to please sing.
Yeah.
This is a literal nightmare.
/ dream.
Last year, she made me sing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. But that didn't have 1,000-strong audience and a full band behind this. It's torture. It's torture.
You have been waiting your whole life for this moment.
It's so bad. It's going to be so bad in so many ways, like tone, pitch, everything's
amazing.
All right.
Way to pump yourself up. Are you ready? Don't worry, Vince is next to you. It's okay. Take it off.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say, 'cause I want it that way.
All right, gang. Well, I hope you enjoyed that either stroll down memory lane or live concert experience. That is all for us. We'll be back in January 12th, of course, 2023. Oh, I'm off to have a little break now, as is the entire team. But we're coming back with a bang because mindset coach Ben Crowe is joining me over 2 huge weeks. But I wanted to give you a little taste test because we did record the chat this week, obviously pre-Christmas, and we had Emsolator Louisa ask a really great question.
Hi Em, hi Michael, hi Ben. My name's Louisa, I'm from the Blue Mountains in New South Wales. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all of the things. My question is, what strategies do you recommend to help with what looks to be ADHD burnout? I am neurodivergent and I have 2 neurodivergent children, and honestly I've been barely dragging my feet through the last 6 or 8 weeks of this year, completely unmotivated to do anything, almost like my feet are concreted into the ground and I just can't move. What strategies do you recommend to overcome the feelings of burnout or absolutely zero motivation? Thank you so much. Love the pod. Bye.
All right, well, that's it from me. I'm going to leave you on Ben's answer to that question. I chip in, of course, and we will see you on the 12th for this full chat coming up with Ben Crowe. Have a fantastic Christmas, Emsolators. Take care of yourself. Put the boundaries in. Water your own garden. Do all the things. I love you very much, and we'll be back soon. But now, here is Ben Crowe's answer to Emsolator Louisa's question about burnout. Enjoy. ADHD or not, mental burnout in December, especially for, say, the women who may have to do all the Christmas shopping and the Christmas planning and all the school cons, is fucking real, Ben. How do you, please, I'm asking for myself, how do you combat mental burnout?
Yeah, and I can't talk from a neurodivergent perspective.
No, but in general,
you can definitely answer that question 1,000 times better than me. But in terms of burnout or in terms of motivation,
because it's the mental. My body's fine.
Yeah.
My brain, I feel like I can't take in any more information this year.
Yeah. Now, this is on top of the illusion of control and the need for certainty and the demon of expectations, right? And these are macro fears beyond getting to Christmas time. And everyone goes a bit loopy at Christmas because it unlocks a sense of family and comparison and shame stories because they're often bottled up in terms of our childhood and should be a time of love and giving.
It is not.
Sometimes goes the other way.
Yeah.
So, and that's been consistent forever. But yeah, in terms of, well, get a sheet of paper and write an acceptance list. I accept ... And then just write down a list of all the things that
like
maybe.
What?
Well, accepting that I haven't got it all figured out, accepting that life is really hard right now, right? Accept that. Or you could start with a not accepting. What am I not accepting at the moment? And then maybe flip that and turn it into an acceptance list. Then you can maybe turn it into a self-acceptance list. Yeah, what are the things I'm not accepting about myself right now that I can't get to Christmas shopping yet, that I'm super stressed and I don't want to spend Christmas Day on this year, all these things, right? And then make it, from here on in, this is what I'm going to accept about myself or about the situation of my life, right? Life is difficult. Once you accept that life is difficult, life is no longer that difficult. The power's in the acceptance. We just suck at it as a human race. So, and maybe then once you write your acceptance list, put a line through it and write celebrate. This is what I'm actually going to celebrate about myself, that I haven't got it all figured out, but I'm trying my best. We have to be kinder and gentler to ourselves first. The number one form of compassion is self-compassion. The number one form of acceptance is self-acceptance. The number one form of love is self-love. We're so freaking hard on ourselves, right? Especially in certain conditions when, again, expectations that I should be the super mum, it's got it all figured out, it's got heaps of energy. No, we're not like that. You've 3 years of a pandemic. When you put all the brutal facts of our reality out on a list, you go, of course.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Of course. Absolutely. You're so right.
It kind of makes sense. But
perspective.
If you
zoom out.
Yeah. Get back into the things you can control. That's for me right now. There's so much shit we can't control, but we want to control it. And this, at certain conditions of our life, it gets more pronounced, right? Especially when we think the expectations of ourselves or comparing our pudding or presents or whatever it is. So, again, this is the time for self-compassion more so than it is self-judgment. I think that's I think that's the journey that we all have to go on. The biggest life hack is becoming your own best friend. Everything else is easier when you do that.
my God, you just fucking store these in your ass. Like, where are you pulling them from?
They're forms of Buddhism.
It's so good.
None of it.
Say it again.
The biggest life hack is becoming your own best friend. And everything is easier when you do.
Emsolation with M. Rossiano is a Spotify exclusive podcast recorded at Down the Hill Studios, hosted by M. Rossiano with Michael Lucas and sometimes her eldest daughter, Marcella. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley. Produced by M. Rossiano. Edited by Ezekiel Fenn. With videos by James Henderson. Socials by Marcella Rossiano Barrow. With assistance from Jem Evans, plus cameos from M's dad, Vincey. Get the full Emsolation experience by following us on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast. You can also sign up for our weekly newsletter. Join other Emsolators at the Emsolation group on Facebook. The answer is Harry Styles. If you really want to help us out, you could become a patron of Emsolation. Share this podcast with a friend. Give us a 5-star rating and make sure you're following us on the Spotify app by actually hitting the follow button. As always, thanks for listening, and we're excited to chat with you again soon.